Hey, what's up everybody? So this is just a very quick video because I've been reading the comments today and there are genuinely good people in the comments that are concerned for my welfare. Don't be. I'm fine. I'm alive. But yes, somebody mentioned something about community posts. I don't even know what that is. I need to look that up. But apparently you can, just share little bits of information without making a full YouTube video. Because it has been a week since my last update. So I might do that going forward. And then at least I can do, a video every week or something like that, or every 4 or 5 days, possibly. Because it literally is a case of when I don't... It's when I feel the least shit is essentially when I'm trying to make the video, and then even if I make it, or even if I record it and I feel okay, it might take me 2 days to upload because, just don't want to do anything. But, yeah, there seemed to be quite a bit of concern in the comments. Therefore, I actually just said to somebody in the comments about 5 minutes ago that I was going to go straight upstairs and just record something for 5-10 minutes just to let you know that everything's okay. So last week when I posted, I was 5 or 6 days sober. I did relapse, which is probably not a surprise to anybody. And I don't want to say because this happened, because that's just an excuse, and I know. So I won't BS anybody. I'll just tell you exactly how it is, and you can judge me based on that, however you see fit. So I think it was Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? I got a letter about the consent order. Now, for anybody that thinks the consent order was done and dusted, it isn't. What happened, I can't go into too much detail because it actually says when you fill the consent order out that you shouldn't discuss it. So essentially, me and my ex are extremely amicable. We know exactly what we want from the whole thing. So there's no kids involved. It's very easy. It's such an easy split. Okay. We had the first consent order. So for those that follow the channel will understand this a bit more than someone that's new. We had the first consent order, which was a payout. We had the second consent order, which was a 50% payout and a 50% monthly recurring payment over 5 years, which would mean that she could show a higher income, therefore get a better mortgage, if that makes sense. Which was fine by me. It means I had to borrow less money. If I wanted to keep the house, it means I had to borrow less money, and I could pay out a recurring payment every month for 5 years, which the recurring payment is more than the mortgage that I now pay on this house, so it's a lot of money. I don't know. Now, this was set for December, to start in December. My ex-wife asked me if I could bring it forward because when she spoke to a mortgage lender, they said we can actually count. So if somebody pays you a recurring payment for 3 months or more, we can use that as income. And therefore we can give you a mortgage based on your salary plus what someone else is paying you. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is. So my ex-wife asked me if I could bring it forward to August 26th, which is only in a few days. And that's fine, I can pay that, that's not a problem. So I resubmitted the consent form with obviously these new stipulations, because what I didn't want to do is pay August, September, October, November, and then payments just disappear. So I rewrote the consent form, I spoke to the court, I sent it off. They sent it back, it went to a judge, they sent it back Tuesday, was it Tuesday? I think so, saying that they don't understand the change and therefore we need to go to court So now they've asked us to go into court on the 3rd of October. To go into court. I can't leave the fucking house, let alone go into court. Fucking hell, you know. As soon as I read that letter, I just folded like a fucking Red Hot Mars bar, you know. And so the first thing I did, I think it was it Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, I can't remember. I just drove straight to Lidl. I brought a 70 cl of vodka, of gin, and a bottle of Coke, and I just drank it over the course of about 40 minutes. And then I just spent the whole of Wednesday just looking at that empty bottle, just knowing that, because I kept thinking to myself, you know, that I needed the courage, I needed the energy, the courage, the power to ring the court and, you know, say, look, we don't need to come to court. This is very amicable. What we've said is what we've said. And we're both happy with it. And I kept dialing the phone, and I was on hold for 5 minutes, and then I'd be like, I don't know. So like, normally when you ring the court in the UK, this kind of, the court that you need to ring for the consent order, you're normally on hold about between 60 and 90 minutes. That's just pretty much standard practice. And I'd get like 10 minutes in, and I'd like kind of buckle under the, I don't know, some kind of pressure, some anxiety, I don't know. So my stupid brain, my alcoholic brain said, just go and get a few drinks, because all you need to do is just drink while you're on hold. You'll have this confidence. You'll speak to the court. You'll sort it all out. The court will say, yeah, no problem. Just resubmit what you need to do, or we need a little bit more information. And then it'll be done. And then you can stop drinking and you can go back to your sober life. Sober life, I ain't got sober life, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I went and got a 70 cl bottle of gin. I drank that, and my chin was just on my hand like this for like an hour, and no one from the court answered. And I think at the time, what time was it then? About 4:45. And then I thought, they finish at 5, what's the point? So I hung up. And then I didn't drink anymore. I just looked at this empty gin bottle for about 40 minutes. And I just knew that that's the path of my life, isn't it? That's exactly how I deal with everything. So, yeah, again, the first hurdle that came up, I chose to drink, which it's more about, it's not so much the drinking, it's more the fact that I'm so weak when it comes to any kind of issue. And I'm not going to like swim through life, am I, without any concerns, which just, you know, really worries me that I could be a year down the line, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. Obviously you're going to get stronger, but yeah. You know, I had it all planned out this week. I was gonna make a video on my anxiety in relation to alcohol, because there's a couple of important things that happened last week which were kind of, I thought at the time, were kind of life turning points, mind turning points, and they weren't though, because I went back to drinking. But you know, I had some conversations with my mum and stuff. I think I'm going to make a video probably tomorrow. Now I've made this quick one, and maybe discuss them. And it was just something simple, like, because of my anxiety the way it is, like, people want to come and see me, you know, like my mum and dad want to come and see me, my cousin wants to come and see me. I don't need to drink in front of my cousin, because he is what he is, right? He's not bothered. But my mum and dad, when they want to come and see me, I feel like I only have two choices when I have three. And I feel like my two choices are: tell them that you can't see them, and then you don't need to drink because you don't have that built up anxiety. Or you say, yes, come round, but then you have to drink to kind of level your emotions out, you know? And obviously the best thing for me to do is, if they were my only two choices, the best thing would be to say, don't have them here just yet, because it's better to not drink. So I've not seen my parents now for 3 weeks. No, not 3 weeks. I've not seen my dad for 3 weeks because I've not been over. My mum I seen not last weekend, not the weekend before. Was it the weekend before? And the weekend before is the one that I wanted to talk about, which I'll talk about in tomorrow's video. You know, just a couple of simple words from her and I broke down, you know. And I don't break down easily. Well, at least I try not to. So I might try and discuss that. But anyway, going back on the Wednesday, yes, I drank, I think 70 CL is what they call a fifth in America. So a fifth of gin, 37.5%. Drank that with a bit of Coke. Stared at the bottle for a little bit. Obviously contemplated whether or not to go and get more. I didn't. Went to bed. Had an horrendous night's sleep. Didn't take any anxiety medication. Woke up multiple times through the night. And then again, it started the same routine. Just 2 cans. Yeah, just 2 cans of cider. Your mood will change. You can continue with your day, and you know. So the following day, I drank 3 cans, which is nothing. And obviously, then the want for more came. So, kind of what's ironic about that is in the morning when I felt horrendous, and I drank 3 cans. I think I got my first can at like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the morning. And I finished maybe my third one about 11, so it took me a couple of hours to drink 3. I'm sure to God that I felt worse at 11 o'clock than I did at 9 o'clock. I should have just rode it out. I should have just took my anxiety medication. You know, I got the propanol, I got the metizapine, whatever it's called. I could have took all that kind of stuff, you know, and tried to level myself out, but I kept telling myself, don't waste the day, don't waste the day, you know, try and be productive. And I don't know. It is getting to the point now where I might have to go kind of inpatient or something like that, because I just can't, I have no control at home at all. One tiny bit of bad news, and that's my trump card. That's how I deal with it. It's just another beer, just one. And the problem is then when I have, well, you don't buy one, do you? I buy mine in 3s. But you buy them in 3s. You drink your 3, and then you've got a decision to make whether or not you buy more, or whether you think that those 3 were enough, and you know. So I did fail. So that was Wednesday, Thursday. Only drank 3 on the Thursday. Friday, nothing. Today's Saturday. And my mum and dad, because obviously I've not seen my dad for nearly a month. I've not seen my mum for a week or 2. They kept texting me, you know, oh, should we come round for a curry, or we'll grab a Chinese or something on the way, just to, like, they're so desperate to see me. But my anxiety, like, I literally feel like I have 1 or 2 options. I can see them, which I want to see them, but I have to drink because I don't know. Or I sit and I wallow in my own self-pity, and I am miserable. Trust me, I'm fucking miserable. I don't say or do anything when I'm on my own. I just sit there and look at walls, or I walk around the house talking to myself. So I don't know what's the right thing. The right thing to do is to have them over and have some family time and not drink. But I can't fucking do it. I just can't do it. You know, I'm looking at the clock now. What's the time? The time is 3:30. No, 4. Oh, I don't know. I've got my phone. I think it's about 4 o'clock, right? They're coming at 6:30. I don't know how to get between now and 6:30 without having a drink, knowing they're coming. If they weren't coming, I could probably plenty of football on, you know what I mean? I could watch the football, no problem. I'm a snooker fan as well. There's snooker on, so I could watch that. But the fact that I know they're coming is putting fucking so much pressure on me, you know, and for no reason. I don't know why. But a little bit of good news is I have my sponsor now. Her name's Nadia. I texted her the other day, you know, saying that I wasn't doing too well, and she didn't text me back, so I don't know whether she's busy or... Fuck me, yeah, also, what I have done, for those that do follow the channel, I've signed up to... if I say it, you'll know even closer to where I live, but there's a place called Burton Hope, and this is a volunteers place that, you know, you go, you pack lunches and different things like that, and you help the homeless and things like that. And obviously, because I'm not working currently, and I need to get some kind of social, I don't know, some kind of social interaction, but without any, I don't know, definites, you know. If you sign up to work in a job, you have to turn up. Obviously, if you sign up to do volunteer work, it's a pain in the arse if you don't turn up for when you said you have. But it's not that I plan on letting anybody down, but there's no expectation from me, you know. You get a job, your qualification said you could do this, you could do that, you could do the other. You know, this is just me going in the back and making fucking sandwiches or packing up bags of crisps or whatever, you know what I mean, to give out to the homeless. So I've got my induction there next Saturday. It's a lovely lady called Wendy that I've been speaking to. So I had to upload my passport and that, obviously, because you can't have anybody just going in helping. So I did all that. She called me back on Thursday. So I've offered my services there for 3 hours Saturday, 3 hours Sunday. There's also Thursdays and Wednesdays and different things like that, which I'll do while I'm not working. Obviously, when I work, so, you know, hopefully in a month or 2, if I can get back in employment, I'll still do the Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I'll only probably give up the Saturday and Sunday if, you know, in a year or 2 or 3 years, if I decide to date again or something like that, you know, and spend time with those people. But I don't know. I need to have some kind of human interaction, but I don't fucking want it. The alcohol just wants me alone in this house, and that's it. It just wants me alone. And I have to say, it's winning. But those are the steps that I've made. So that was Wednesday, Thursday, so we're Friday, so this is day 2. This is day 2 again sober. And I have to be honest, I don't know if I'll make the next 90 minutes. Oh, fuck's sake. So, okay. I'll try and do the anxiety thing tomorrow, the video tomorrow, just because I wanted to let you know about kind of... I thought it was a turning point, if I'm honest, because I was so emotional a couple of weeks ago. And I thought, that's enough. And then it was enough, and I went 6 days, and then one simple letter put me back, so clearly wasn't enough. So to all the people that say when you hit rock, I don't even know. I feel like I've hit a fucking 1,000 rock bottoms, but yet you always go back, so I don't even know what rock bottom is. I honestly, I don't know. So, okay, there's about an hour and a half until my folks come. I'm going to try my best not to drink, but fucking hell, there's nothing that I want more right now. It's fucking... Oh, fucking hell. But I'll try my best, and I certainly can't drink while they're here. You know, here's the thing. I even text my mum, because my dad drinks Carling. I mean, for anybody that lives in the UK, why would you bother? It's like fucking gnat's piss, and it's a pointless drink. But I even text my mum about an hour and a half ago, and I said, I'm going to drink non-alcoholic beer. I said, do you want me to go and get my dad a couple of cans of beer so we can have it with his curry? And even when I said that, I feel like in my mind that I'm trying to do a good thing. You know, my mum and dad are coming over, just because I'm trying not to drink doesn't mean that he doesn't. You know what I mean? That's his life. So I think in my mind I was trying to be a good person. But you know the reality, I think I just wanted an excuse to go to the shop. And I think if I'd have gone to the shop and I'd have brought 2 cans of Carling for my dad, I'd have folded, buckled, and I'd have brought myself a bottle of wine or something like that to neck. But either way, I sent that text. My mum replied with, your dad's been to the shop today and brought some alcohol-free Stellas for you. Well, for me and him, so. God knows what they must be thinking of me. Right, okay, I will speak to you all tomorrow. And I'll let you know how today went.